Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and in the last couple of days, we basically had Zack Snyder revealing to the world Jason Momoa as he will appear in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice as the King of the Oceans himself, Aquaman. And this debut image was just freaking awesome. I mean, I was actually really just goosebumps, and I mean, it really harkened back to me the Aquaman of like the sort of early to mid 90s, the long hair, the beard. At one point he gets his hand cut off and he has like a hook hand and everything like that. That is kind of what Momoa in this image is embodying. And it's got like a catchphrase like "Unite the Seven," which is very telling of that portion of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. That phrase, Dawn of Justice, building to the Justice League. I like the idea that this implies, and I hope they, keep the name Arthur Curry or Orin or whatever you want to call Aquaman, But I like the idea that he is going to be a key factor, at least to be implied by this particular catchphrase, in forming the Justice League, as we will see. We know that Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman, Ben Affleck is Batman, Henry Cavill reprises Superman, Jason Momoa is Aquaman, and I forget some of the other names off the top of my head that are going to be appearing as far as heroes goes. I think we're going to be seeing Cyborg, I know we're going to be seeing Flash, and it just goosebumps. Goosebumps on my goosebumps, as Bugs Bunny once said. Fitting that's a Warner Brothers product. So, I mean, I love that, one side of Momoa is armor, and it's sort of like fish scale armor, very similar to what Aquaman is known for, wearing the orange fish scale sort of, tunic, if you will. And we see that in armor form, but we also see matching on his other side tattoos that are very tribalistic. And I wonder if there will be an element of tribal culture, perhaps relating back to an almost, Native American aesthetic with the Atlanteans and everything like that. And I could not be more excited. Unfortunately, I can't show the picture in this video because I am a strictly mobile user with all things online, and I don't have any editing software at the moment that I can utilize, but I will be linking an article from like comicbookmovie.com and maybe a couple others if I can find them that will lead you right to this image in case you haven't seen it. But you'd be living under a rock, frankly, if you haven't seen it. And it just goes to show Aquaman, when Jeff Johns sort of reinvigorated the character in the New 52, it was something that was a long time coming for someone like me who has always been an Aquaman fan. Granted, I haven't read a lot of, his published works, if you will, like the Peter David stuff that I hear is really great, and from, I guess, early mid-90s and later, there's not a lot I've read. I've mostly become familiar with the New 52 incarnation, but it's something I've, for a very long time, wanted to go back on and read more of the, the sort of mythology and lore that is Aquaman in his various incarnations. And I just love that with that Jeff Johns New 52 equivalent. Aquaman is, all told, badass. He's a beast. And no more befitting a sort of new incarnation for a live-action film portrayed by Jason Momoa. Does Aquaman, and could Aquaman look as beastly, as badass as this mother does? And for that, it's just like, I am thrilled beyond words. That's going to be enough of my yakking in this video, because you just got to check it out. And I want to hear from you in the comments below. Aquaman fan or not, does this excite you? Has this got you amped and pumped for Batman v Superman, for the oncoming onslaught that will be Justice League and all these other movies? Because quite frankly, it's like, this is what I wanted to see. This is something I want to see. Maybe it's not the most pitch perfect incarnation of Aquaman I'd like to see on screen, but I was hoping they would, portray him in the light of badassery that a lot of people don't seem to understand this character is capable of. He has strength, super strength, to, basically be equivalent to, and even at certain moments surpass, Superman. In the very first, trade volume of the New 52 Aquaman, we see him leaping across city streets the very same way Superman did back in the old 1940s Fleischer cartoons. And he's got the super strength because he's an Atlantean. He has spent most of his life, or at least was born under the ocean, and in those harsh depths, you know, where a normal human could be crushed. He was able to survive, and his culture was able to survive. And I would love to be able to see if we're going to be able to catch up with Mira at some point in this live action framework. I'm sure we will by the time of an Aquaman movie on its own. But yeah, one of the 7 has officially been debuted to us, as I say, after the likes of Cavill as he will appear in Batman v Superman, Affleck as he will appear as Batman, and Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Now we finally have a first look of the man himself, Jason Momoa, as Aquaman, Arthur Curry, and booyah. You know, to take a quote from Cyborg from the Teen Titans cartoon, booyah. It's just, I am so excited. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think of this, you know, sort of debut image of Aquaman himself, as portrayed by Jason Momoa in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And yeah, I hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.